Hello and welcome back. So now it's time to display our posts on the front page here. So let's go to our resources folder and views index.play.php, and we see that there's this article tag right here that is repeated over and over, and then we have a clear fix here. So it seems the clear fix is for, I actually have no idea what this is for because there are only two articles here, and we'll see what it does later, if it's helpful or not to our situation. But here what we can notice is there's an article here and it's repeated. So if we just get one of these, we can do a loop instead. So right here, what I will do is I need to be able to get the information. So the information will be saved in a variable called row. So let's add some PHP tags here and just say for each, like this, and then we'll say rows as row, like so. Oops, row, like that. Full colon, and then close that. So I want to loop this through one article only. So PHP and then say end for each, like that. Semicolon there and close it up, like so. Okay, goody. Now we must make sure that rows always exists, whether or not we have articles or not. So to do that, we're going to go to the HTTP controllers and we go to our home controller. Okay, so home controller right here. Now, because we are reading posts the same way as we do in the admin, it would help us to just read from there. So this is the posts section. So we're just going to go to the default down here, which is this right here. And let's see where we get rows from. Yes, so these are our rows right here. So I'm just going to copy all this up to here. So I'll copy that, come to the home controller right here on the index and paste all that. But let's go through it to make sure things are okay. Now, if I come back to the main page here, we see that the category is required. So which means this query is adequate because it does cover that as well. And let's see at the very end. Okay, so there's no limit to our query. And what else do we need here? We need some classes to add to here. So let me go back to the index. Let's see here. What classes are we using? The image class and the DB, which is already there. So all we need is the image class. So I'll copy this use at the top here, put it here as well, like that. Okay, so we satisfy that and return view. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, let's see what will happen here. Instead of, let's back up a little bit here. I am getting confused. Hold on a second. Okay, so we have data that we are putting there, which has rows and page title. Okay, that's okay. So page title here is home in case we're going to need it. And then let's put data here. What I'm confused about is this view right here, which doesn't seem to make sense at all. I'm not sure what this controller is at the very beginning. Let me go to routes and just confirm here for a second. So config, where is that? Routes, web route. So I want to see, oh, so it goes to view index. Okay, so this is where the problem is. The controller is not being activated right here. So what we're supposed to do in here is do the same thing we did to these guys. So let's add in the home controller here at the top. So I'm just going to duplicate that and add home controller. And then the same way we did this right here, I'm going to copy that and do that here. So I will move all this. Instead of putting a function there, we will put that like so, and then change that to home like that. Home class and then index like that. Okay, that makes more sense. Now we have the home controller activated. So this is why this wasn't working here. So here instead I will say index. That is the page that we are trying to access. Index here as well. So I forgot that these are actually defaults that we added a while back. Okay, so at this point, instead of get thumb here, we want to use get thumb post, because the thumb post which we added to the model is the one that cuts our image for the front page, because we specified this right there, this resolution here. So we don't want a square image, we want this function to run instead. Okay, so I think everything seems fine for now. Wait, we have that image, okay, so I think we are good to go. So let's give it a try. Fingers crossed and refresh. So let's be prepared to get some errors and try to fix them. So it's taking its time to load. Okay, so it has loaded, so which seems like it's not a big deal. I think things worked out. Okay, so I can see maybe the clear fix here is working. But let's see if we can spot the ones that we added recently. So here I'm just going to change a few things. Instead of food and drink, we're just going to say my category, like that. That way we know which articles are inside the loop. Okay, so you see my category here. These two are inside the loop. So things are about to work well. Let's see if we can echo out just the image by itself, and we can call it a day. So I'm going to go to my, without looking at the table, this is where the image is supposed to be. But let me look at the table right now and go to magazine DB, because I want to see what magazine DB, there we go, almost got lost there. So posts right there, and what do I got? Content image. Okay, so the image doesn't have any prefix folders here. Okay, so I have to add those there, and those are inside the public uploads, and then that's where the uploads are. So this is public, and then I just need to put uploads here, uploads like so. And then on the other side, let me close this. On the other side, I will concatenate the row image like so. Okay, great. This should work fine. Let's see what happens. So if I now refresh, I just see what says image, but I can't find my image. So let's inspect the element to see why the image isn't showing at all. Usually that's because of the poor link that's happening. So let's see here. We have public, we have uploads, and then we have uploads again. So my mistake. We don't need this uploads here because we are adding it there when getting the thumbnail. So let me remove it over here like so. Okay, and back. It should work this time, so refresh, and there we go. So I have this image, that image, and the rest are the normal ones, right? The other ones here. So let me refresh to see if okay, so the animation is working as well. I wanted that to remain and be undisturbed. All right, so if I now go down here and delete all the other articles, We don't need these articles no more. So everything that says article out. Okay, save. And then let's come back here and refresh. And there we go. So we have our 2 posts right there doing their thing. Okay, so in the next video, let's add the remaining detail to our posts so that they look more dynamic. Okay, I'll see you then.